Hey guys, it's Brittany, and today we're out in nature and we're going to teach you how to make an at-home backyard field guide. So first, what the heck is a field guide? I have two really great examples of field guides, and you can be creative and design yours however you want. But this first field guide has drawings in it, and this is how we're going to do it today. But another really fun way to do a field guide is to actually take your plants and tape them in your book. So if you're going to do it this way, make sure you have tape on hand. So there are a couple things that we need when we get out in our backyard to make our field guide. The first thing is our eyes, because we're going to look around for anything that we find fun and interesting. I have these binoculars with me so that way I can see really far away with my eyes. The second thing you need are your ears. So when you walk out in your backyard, I want you to listen. And if you hear something that you think's interesting, you can walk over and go try to find it. So let's go look for something. So I found something that was a different color than the grass, and it caught my eye. I didn't hear it, but I saw it. And this is what I collected. So come with me and we'll look in my handy field guide backpack and we'll learn how to make a field guide with our specimen. So now that we have our specimen, we need to look in our bag for our tools to make our field guide from this specimen. So the first thing that I have in my bag are colored pencils, because it's really important to know what color your specimen is. Second thing I have in my bag is a tape measure, and you can use a ruler, but this is so we know how big our specimen is. And the last thing I have is my trusty field guide. So this is where I'm going to draw and note all the details about my specimen. So let's get started. So you want to start with a blank piece of paper, so that way you can have all the room in the world to write the notes about your specimen. So being a naturalist, I can already tell that my specimen is a leaf. So because I'm not much of an artist, I'm going to trace the leaf on the paper. So I'm going to trace my leaf, and I chose brown because my leaf is brown. So I'm trying to make it as close to the original specimen as I can. So I'm going to trace around the edge and try to hold it as flat as you can. This would be a really good activity to do inside because the wind won't be blowing and you'll be able to get a better outline or a better sketch of your specimen. So my leaf is a little bit broken, so I'm going to hold it together the best I can and outline. So there's the top of my leaf, and then it's just a straight line down. The next thing you want to look for is any specific detail as part of your specimen. So I know that my leaf has veins in it, so I'm going to draw the detail as I see on my leaf. There's one vein that goes up the middle, and the rest of the veins go out to the very edge of the leaf. So now that I have my sketch, what I'm going to do is start writing notes about it. Stuff that I know. So I know that number one, it's a leaf. I want you to write where you found your leaf, because this is going to be really important. So I found my leaf in the grass. You can do fun things like smell your specimen, see if it has any distinct odor that you can write. Mine doesn't smell like much other than a dead leaf, so I'm going to write down dead leaf odor. And you guys can start to write down any other thing that you want. The last thing that you guys need to do is put the date that you found your specimen and your name. So the date today is 3/22/2020, and my name is Brittany. Once you guys have your first specimen drawn, I encourage you to go back out in your backyard, Find some more things that interest you. Remember to use your eyes and your ears, and keep adding to your field guide. Try to keep this field guide year-round if you can, and you'll have notes about all the interesting things that you found in your backyard.